fellow there, Sev from 17 once again, bringing you the second part to Chapter 4 in my Killzone 3 Elite difficulty video walkthrough. And this is obviously the Icy Incursion level, and right now we're on top of the second oil rig, and there's a couple of guys along here, so be as careful as you can. Take them out as quickly as possible using your beloved jetpack. And even if you don't like this jetpack, the machine gun that it has is so fast and so damaging that you want to make sure you use it as much as you can, because even though it doesn't do, you know, instant kills or anything fantastic, it staggers the enemy. And staggering is almost as useful as killing, because they can't respond, and if they can't respond, you stand a much better chance of staying alive. And watch this corner. If you rush around that corner, you will almost instantly die, because there's two Helghast looking directly at you, and the game doesn't telegraph it at all. You're just, you know, dun 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 dun, dead, and it's just one of those moments where you kind of go, what the fuck. So if you land on the ledge, make sure you don't go around the corner and take it as slowly as you can. When you land down here, you have to plant a bomb. As soon as you plant this bomb, it's going to spawn a jetpack guy to my right, so make sure you get ready for him, because he's a dickhead. But he's over there, do you see him? Use as much cover as you can, kill him from a distance. There's two of them, and obviously one is deadly enough, two is worse, but luckily the AI for some reason makes them fly back to where they came from. I think it's because I moved to the left of the platform and they couldn't quite figure out what to do. So this is kind of like shooting fish in a barrel, you know, blindfolded, but you would prefer that, sorry, to any other scenario, because they can be a real set of bastards, them jetpack guys. In fact, there's one coming up where you have to take him on in about 5 yards, and sometimes you'll just die. There is nothing you can do to change it. It's just one of those moments where, for whatever reason, he gets the first bullet off and you die. But this is another one of the moments where if you push around the corner, you'll get insta-killed if you push it too quickly. As soon as you clean those two guys up and you land on here, there's another bomb to plant. As soon as you plant this bomb, there's going to be another jetpack guy, and he's going to come from that corrugated fence to my right, and he lands, and it's a bit of a ball ache. So here he comes, he's landing, there he is, and luckily enough he didn't fire at me for some reason, so I managed to kill him really quickly. But this next section is bullshit. When you jump up here, you're fine. The next jump, there's going to be two guys looking at you. It is like flipping a coin. Sometimes you'll kill them first, other times they'll kill you first, and there is nothing you can really do. I always jump to the left, because you seem to stand a better chance. Right then, for whatever reason, he didn't kill me quick enough, I managed to survive. You will die on that section. It will not be your fault, it's just this game, it is poorly balanced. But once you've done that, ignore the time limit, it's ample amounts of time to get up here. When you come into this room, you need to jump up onto that balcony. A guy always spawns in that doorway, and when you go through, there's one guy behind him, behind a crate. There he is. Make sure he doesn't clean you up, and then you have to jump to that crate to my left, and then you can jump out. Somebody threw a grenade, I'm not too sure who. That's where you need to go. When you jump out of here, there's always going to be two guys directly in front of you. You'll notice I wait a little bit because he started shooting. Straight ahead, one guy, two guy, then to my right when they're both dead, that guy turns up. No one's dying because these guns are useless, and then when they're dead, there's one jetpack guy over there. If he starts shooting at you, you're going to have to get in cover as quickly as you can, because you will die. If you can kill him first, you've effectively done this part of the level. Watch out for him when he does that, because just flying around all in his casual mode. But yeah, when you get to the top of this, there is the cutscene that ended the first part of the demo, where the piece of metal gets stuck in your jetpack. But I'm going to trim that out so that we're out on the beach, and anybody who played the demo will recognise this immediately. And this, for all intents and purposes, is exactly the same as the demo level. The only difference is I play it a little bit differently, because, you know, dynamic AI forces me to adjust to a different scenario. But when you come up here, there's generally a guy there. There could be two, and there's usually one to your right who's on the bottom of the floor. He shoots me then, so I know he's there. I pop out, I see him, he's throwing grenades, so I catch him with his pants down. And you need to kill them as quickly as you can, because up on this balcony, well, up on this extra tier, should I say, there is a ton of guys, and when you're trying to pop your head up to kill them, they can kill you so fast it isn't even funny. So right now there's dudes to my right and there's that guy to my left, and I'm wondering, why the fuck have you gone to the left? He just has to make it awkward, doesn't he? But I kill him. I decide to try this other staircase because that other one is way too crowded. Throw a grenade up. I see that guy over there. I think I get him with the grenade. I try and shoot his body because nothing dies on this game and I have no faith in these weapons. But once you've cleared it out, you can push up here. Ooh, there's another guy. Goodness me, that is about as close to dying as you'll ever see. Like one whisker away from death. So if you ever get into that situation, make sure you come back up from a different angle, take them out. And now we should be clear to push towards this room. This room generally always has a sniper in it. There he is, and there's two in this one. That guy there with the marksman rifle, that one I've just picked up. And the guy over there who just got headshotted with a lovely squelch. And this rifle is so useful for headshots. It's just a lot of the times it misses and it makes no sense. And when you come through here, there's always a guy that spawns, this fella here, and I run up and stab him because I don't like him. There's an ammo crate to my left if you need any, and if you come up here, if you shoot that, you should be able to kill the guys on the crane. And then up on this top tier, there's maybe one or two Helghast. There's him there, there's that guy there, and there's usually one guy on this corner. Let's have a look. I reload behind the fans. It's just that guy. And yeah, I nearly die killing him, but I get him in the end. So this section now, you've got to use these missile launchers to take out the artillery. And this can be random, this bit. Sometimes you'll get shot, sometimes you won't get shot. There doesn't seem to be any real way of kind of making it go the way you want to. You can't influence it that much. It just seems to be random. But once you've killed that, if you kill the dropship that comes in, you can also kill the tank that turns up. And to my left, where I'm aiming at the top, there's actually a team of soldiers firing this gun at you. And when you run across the open field, if you ever get hit by a ton of missiles and die and wonder why, it's because of them. And I only figured it out on this run through when I died. So right now I'm looking for the tank. I can't see him, and it's because he's a pretty fast tank and he managed to get all the way down there without me realising. But once you kill them, they'll tell you you've got one turret left. And because this is elite, it's a lot more difficult to get targets with this gun, so just be aware of that. It's nothing to do with you, it's just the game finds it, you know. They take the reticle away from you, they take the assist, and it just make it more challenging. But come down here anyhow. Do apologise if some of my commentary is a little bit off, because I've got two full guides on my PC at this moment in time. It's making the preview window lag like a bitch. But yeah, clear dudes out, move down here, and now that I've got this marksman, you'll notice I'm completely out of ammo for it, which is a ball sack. So I'm going to run all the way back into that building to re-get my ammo for it. And the reason for this is this next section, if you do it with the standard assault rifle, can take forever, because the accuracy on it and the damage is just pitiful. It's fucking worthless. And I'm picking this gun so that I can use the distance to my advantage, and I can hopefully clean the Helghast up a lot quicker than I normally would. And right now, there is no way in hell you could hit that guy that I just hit with any other gun aside from this kind of rifle. And you'll notice it's generally a 1 to 2 bullet headshot kill. The only problem with it is you can't be moving when you shoot because the aim is a bitch. Moving targets are almost a giant no-no because you can't seem to do it. And right now I'm getting lit up by some dude who's in our section, so be careful of that, because the AI will push you. And I think he's hiding behind one of the boxes. Let's have a look. And I've put the pistol on, don't know why. It's a death signal usually if you put this fucking piece of shit on. But I'm looking for him. There, did you see him then? Just round these boxes. There he is. And he gets a knife to the throat for his time. So I launch a missile over there. Nail that dude. Crank in a fresh one. And then back to sniping dudes from a distance, which is the best way to approach this area. I mean, look at that. That first bullet was spot on. Just telling lies. There you go. And this is the most precise the shooting gets. The only problem is, you can't often get this much of a advantage on people or this weapon when you do. And it's a big shame, because this is so good at thinning infantry. I mean, look at that. This is almost enough to convince, you know, foolish people that this is a precise shooter. And that's what should happen when you burst fire your assault rifle. Why shouldn't that be the paradigm that this game sets? Why does it have to be so fucking anal? I don't get it. But be careful of these stairs, there's always a guy pushing down it, and if there isn't a guy pushing down it, there's two guys at the top of it throwing grenades. And what did I say? There you go. They will always grenade you. Look at this, it's fucking bullshit. I don't know why the AI has so many grenades. Why not limit them to how many grenades they can throw? Grenade spam does not equal difficulty, it equals bullshit. That is it. It's that simple. But there's the two guys up here. I go a little spray happy and only managed to clean one of them up, but I know where they are now, and it gives me a better idea of the battlefield. Now I've cleaned that dude, I can slam a fresh magazine in, and I can try moving up these stairs to the next section. So I throw a grenade up to cover my tracks because I always do it, and there's one guy there. There's also a guy behind that fence, but for some reason the corrugated steel stops a bullet, and I couldn't understand that. That didn't mean I didn't try, because just changed my weapon to the Magnum and I'm pumping round after round and the dude's not feeling it. But when you come up here, always be tentative because you never know where the Helghasts are going to have taken cover. There can be people here, sometimes they aren't. It all depends on where they went when you were throwing grenades and shooting dudes. And then when you come up here, there's always generally one. But I don't even think he's here. No, he's not. So once you've established that it's empty, if you go out here, there should be one guy in this room. There he is, he's using his pistol, the champion. Kill him, and then when you rush in here, there's always one guy that comes up these stairs. So if you stand at the top of the stairs, you can hit him as he comes up. But I think Rico gets him for me. Yeah, he does. Takes him out, so there you go, the AI is sometimes useful. And usually, on the demo especially, there was one guy outside here, but I think I sniped him earlier on when I was shooting from that massive distance. So he won't be there if he doesn't have a face. That's the general rule. Then you can come down here, replenish your ammo, and push out at the bottom side of this base. And there's, I think there's two Helghast guys in this lower area. There's one there. So take him out, and there's one more usually, but I think he's outside. We'll soon tell. So I don't know where he is. Oh, did you see him to my left then? Look at that. I got so lucky then. If he'd have been aggressive, he would have murdered me in seconds. And he nearly does, so I stab him in the face for doing that. And that is this section down. And you'll recognise this because this is where the demo cut off. The game doesn't cut off here, however. There is more to it. And I'll see you in the next video. So you take care now.